Hey everybody, it's Doug Schauf with the Make Maine Your Home team over at Remax Oceanside. In this week's episode, we're going to talk about 3 reasons why we live in Cape Elizabeth, Maine. So let's do this. All right, everybody. Hey, like I said, we're going to talk about 3 reasons why we, meaning me and my family, live here in Cape Elizabeth. So you're going to get like a firsthand feel for why we live and moved here into Cape Elizabeth. We did a video about this a while back, so we're just kind of doing a quick update. Hopefully you enjoy this one. It gives you a little bit more information, all that stuff. If you're new to the show, make sure you hit subscribe. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, go ahead and do that. We do a lot of great videos about different towns, the real estate in Maine, and just overall cool things to do and love and know about Maine in general. So hit subscribe. Let us know what you think of the show. We'd love to hear from you. All right, I'm going to dive right in here on 3 reasons why we live here in Cape Elizabeth. You know, me and my family moved here, I don't know, a while back, many years ago. And I'll start off with the first reason why we moved here was, we had small children and we decided to move to an area that has good school systems. That was important to us. And Cape Elizabeth was on that list. And we lived not all that far from Cape Elizabeth, so it made an easy transition to come in here. And I got to say, we're extremely happy with the school systems here in Cape Elizabeth. They've been great to us. They've been great to our kids. I know there's other towns in the greater Portland area that have great school systems and great ratings and things like that. We've been really happy with the school system here in Cape Elizabeth, and so that's one of the main reasons why we live here. And it's really been it's been great because Cape Elizabeth is not a huge town. There's not a huge population here, but it's really a great sense of community here, especially geared around the school system because like everybody kind of gets into like the sports teams and the other academics that can happen in the school world, and it just kind of creates a great sense of community, and we just really love that. The other big thing that we love about Cape Elizabeth is it's a waterfront community. There's a lot of beaches here, which is great. I always say like the difference between Cape Elizabeth and some other towns in Maine are like some other towns are very geared towards like boating and things like that, and Cape Elizabeth is a little bit more of the beach community. So it's kind of like, which one do you like? Do you like going to the beach a lot, or do you like boating? And that'll kind of help you decide on where you want to be. We ultimately love to go to the beach. My wife's a big beach goer, and there are a few beaches around that are really great. Like we love going over to Kettle Cove and Crescent Beach. We've done some things over there. There's a little beach over at Fort Williams. And actually, Fort Williams is great too, like a lot of great water frontage there. So just having that waterfront, we just love that about Cape Elizabeth. Once you live near the ocean, it's kind of hard to move away. And it's like Cape Elizabeth gives you everything that the ocean has to offer. And we love that. And some of the views out of Cape Elizabeth are unbelievable because, you're looking out at the islands over in Casco Bay. There's a spot where you're looking at Richmond Island over off of like Crescent Beach and stuff like that. The lobster boats and buoys bobbing around in the water. It's just so awesome to see off of the coast of Cape Elizabeth. I absolutely love it. And that's one of the biggest reasons why we live here in Cape Elizabeth. This reason here that I'm going to talk about really wasn't a big reason why we moved into Cape Elizabeth, but now that we live here, it's just such a big benefit of being here. And that's the trails and like being outdoors. If you're an outdoors person, like me and my family, we just love getting outside. We love it because there's a great trail system here. We've done a video about the Land Trust and some other trails here in Cape Elizabeth. The trail system is awesome here in Cape Elizabeth. You can walk, bike, walk your dog all over the place. We personally love Great Pond, and there's some awesome trails that go around it, and it's just such a special place. You can canoe and kayak in the pond. My personal favorite is the winter. When it freezes, you go out there and ice skate. I mean, you drive by that in the winter, you always see like tons of kids out there playing hockey, enjoying that Great Pond. And in the summertime, you see all sorts, again, boats, paddle boards, canoes. It's just a great spot. But overall, just being outdoors and enjoying the trail system here in Cape Elizabeth is really one of the things that we treasure the most. And it wasn't necessarily the reason that we moved here, but it's definitely one of the reasons why we stay here and live here. So anyway, those are our 3 reasons. The school system is why we moved here, the waterfront community, and the trails and just being outdoors. We absolutely love Cape Elizabeth. And if you have any questions specifically about Cape Elizabeth, I would love to answer them for you. Feel free to give me a call, send me an email, comment below, however you want to get in touch with me to talk about Cape Elizabeth. Happy to help anytime. And remember, if you make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone.